Supplementary Material, Study 1. My name's Jonathan.
And I'm Ben.
You might need to start with the question, what is God? Or who is God? That's a great question and a foundational one. When people say God, small g, they often mean a vague spiritual force or one of many possible deities. But when Christians talk about God, capital G, we mean something very specific, the one true, personal, eternal creator of everything, not a vague energy, not a distant force, but a real being who knows us, made us, and wants to be known by us.
So what is God? God is not a thing within the universe. He is the source of everything. He's not just the biggest or smartest being around. He's the necessary being behind all existence. Without him, nothing else would exist. And who is God? Christians believe God is loving, just, all-powerful, all-knowing, and deeply relational. He's not silent or hidden. He has revealed himself to us in many ways, but most clearly through Jesus. That's the starting point. We don't claim to know everything about God, but we do believe he has made himself known. And the good news is this: you don't have to figure it all out at once. God wants to walk with you as you ask questions, seek truth, and discover who he really is.
So what are the arguments for the existence of God? Well, one classic one is the design argument. Order that points to intelligence. Think of the human eye or the way your heart beats over 100,000 times a day without your asking. Consider the way Earth is perfectly positioned for life. Too close to the sun, we'd burn. Too far, we'd freeze. When we see design, we naturally think of a designer. A watch implies a watchmaker. A symphony implies a composer. And creation implies a creator.
The Bible puts it this way: for since the creation of the world, God's invisible qualities, his eternal power and divine nature, have been clearly seen, being understood from what has been made. That's Romans 1 verse 20. Another argument is the first cause argument. A beginning needs a beginner. Everything that begins has a cause. The universe had a beginning, so it too must have a cause. Now, not just any cause, but one that is beyond time and space. Now, science may explain how the universe works, but it can't explain why it exists in the first place. And that's where God comes in. Not as a gap in knowledge, but as the foundation of it. Genesis 1:1 says, "In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth." He's not just a part of the story, he is the author of it.